Hey creative people, my name is Kiera Joe. This is Creative Pursuits. I come to you today from outside. I am out in a campground and I've got my camp chair and I brought my sketchbook and some pens and I'm just going to see what I can create out here today. One of my art goals this year is to get better at drawing backgrounds and drawing basically things that are non-human, whether that's animals or trees or flowers. I need to work on that, and I decided that today I would come out and do something new. So I'm going to work on sketching some trees and plants, and I thought it would be better to do it outside than to do it inside. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to draw. I think I'll probably just start doing a couple of sketches, just get my hand used to having the pen and drawing outside. I very rarely, if ever, draw outside, and I don't often draw things that aren't people. So this will be new for me, and I think doing new things can really help spark your creativity and your imagination, and sometimes help you get out of a creative rut if you're feeling really stumped. So I highly recommend it. Some of the challenges of filming outside include noises from the road and people on dirt bikes and stuff. Love it. There's a rock over here in front of me. I might sketch that a little bit. It's amazing how really simple objects are actually a lot more complicated. There's more stuff going on them than you first think when you just look at them. As soon as you start to draw something, you really notice all the little details and nuances that you normally don't pay attention to. I literally just pushed record and now I can't remember if I pushed record. So I'm going to check and make sure before I do anything and say anything. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. Okay, we're all good. It's recording. This at the top of the page, this half I did a different day. That was at home with some Posca pens. They're these really fun, basically they're markers with paint in them. It's sort of like an acrylic paint, and I like using those. I'm trying to learn how to use them better. This rock is not very exciting, but it is getting me into drawing mode, which is all this is really supposed to do. It is kind of relaxing sketching out here. I'm enjoying the breeze. I really like the sounds of the birds I'm getting every now and then, so it's kind of nice to be outside for a change. Work in an office all the time, so it's just pleasant being out here. The sound of the water is really pretty. This rock is starting to almost look like a little map or something. I don't know how well you guys can actually see the sketch, but it's kind of fun. Yeah, not a perfect representation of the rock, but I think that will do. Sometimes I like to label my sketches, so I'm just writing in rock at campground. There are some nice plants that I'm going to go sketch. I'm probably not going to have you guys over my shoulder while I'm doing that, but I'll take some video of it so you can see what my reference was. Then I will show you the finished sketch. Okay, I'm back. Here are the sketches that I worked on today while I've been out here. So I did that basic rock warm-up, kind of just sketched out the shape of the log and decided I didn't want to go into too much detail there. I was more interested in the plants. Woo! I'll have to hold this down because the wind's blowing around a little bit still, but here are the sketches I did of the plants, and I did a couple of little thumbnail sketches of this little tree up on a hill, and here are another couple of thumbnails that I did. The forces of nature! This one at the top was kind of just inspired by my drive on the way here. Just really liked how the road kind of wound through the mountains, and it's just really pretty. There's like a little lake that it's on both sides of the road, and it was just a very pretty view, but you can't really stop to take a photo, so I tried to remember it as well as I could and just do a basic sketch of it. This is from my drive here too. This is just kind of coming up the path to this campground, and the trees were framing the dirt road really nicely, so I drew that. And then these leaves and these little plants are just some things that were on the table while I was sketching. So there you go. This is kind of what I worked on while I was out here. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed virtually being outside with me sketching and doing something new. Oh, it's kind of cold. And I challenge you to create something today. And I especially challenge you to try doing something new or different. See you next time.